Okay. Another week, another late video. Another week, another late video. And this time it was real life getting away because the kiddo had all his healthy checkups this week, including a dentist appointment in the middle of the day Wednesday, so that pushed back all my errand stuff on Wednesday. I did go to a thrift store on Wednesday. The only thing I found was this cloth, which, yes, I know we all know I don't need more cloth, especially this chintz type, but come on, it's a border print black mauve chintz. Someday maybe I'll make Lolita style cord with this, but this will probably be a skirt if I ever start sewing for humans again. I have been sewing for dolls again. I have this stack of stuff cut out. We'll probably sew it on Saturday. And I've started this patchwork. Sorry, big clump of threads. There's another row of it, so it will be a little bit longer, and I'm probably making this into a skirt. I probably won't do the corset top on it like I did that other patchwork skirt for 60 centimeter dolls, but this, if I ever get all the stuff done, caught up for the thanks sewing and put stuff up for sale, then this probably will be in it. Again, if people are interested, this is totally not my color range, but it is a great fall color range. Or actually it makes me think of fire and embers, but somebody out there probably likes this color scheme. And eventually it will be up as a skirt for big dolls. Oh, I did want to show you another thing I made for thanks sewing. Someone requested that the thanks sewing be sort of pastel goth for Moxie teens. And so since I have this, I had a Jackie Van Cove doll body, but I thrifted that one, so I didn't have to use my body with the post doll head on it from my display for the fitting. But so I've been sewing those, and actually I started making this. The idea would be for my own dolls, but the pattern I used was one of the patterns from the 90s that I made by scanning the pattern piece guide from inside a sewing pattern. This pattern, to be specific, and what the pattern guide looks like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you don't sew, is, and inside of the envelope it will always be a drawing, a basic drawing of what the actual garment is that you will sew, and then there will be something like this. And so back in the late 90s, I scanned this and I measured what this is versus what size I needed it to be to fit on a doll, and I scaled it up. And I ended up with a pattern for baseball style, what does this call them? Baseball jackets is what they were called then, you know, bombers. It's the trendy thing now. It's a little oversized, and I thought the sleeves looked really short for Barbies. So I extended the sleeve pattern piece on the fly when I cut it out, and I sewed it up, and the sleeve was too long. But then I realized it's actually a perfect size for the pastel goth Moxie teen. So I love this jacket, but I am going to give it for thanks sewing because it is, I think, very suitable to the person who requested it. And yes, it has pockets. Pockets are fairly easy in doll clothes. You should really try pockets. I don't know if you can see, it has a ice cream cone decal too. I just realized my camera is like, I'm sitting here and my camera is like over here, so I apologize if it's at a weird angle, but this will be a short video. And I did go a thrifting this morning, because I went to the library, so it's not like I just went out thrifting in a desperation to find a doll, but I found a doll. I found this gal. The back of her head says Tan Line Products, so I was able to look it up. She is her name is Crystal by Tan Line Products. From none of the boxes of the dolls of this doll on eBay had dates on them, but I was able to do a Google search, and I found in Google Books a copy of Ebony magazine from early 1985 that mentioned this doll. So that's what I'm guessing, that she's probably from 84, 85. First thing I saw claimed she's from the 70s. I was like, this doll isn't from the 70s. she's got Velcro. That's an 80s doll. So I will see if I have other clothes that fit her. I actually realized that this will probably fit her, and it's adorable and I love it, but it is going to the thanks sewing. Oh, I just also a little bit of thanks sewing, and like this was something from that grab bag of when I bought too much cloth a few weeks ago, and I actually sewed that, used some of that for my own dolls. I made these leggings, and I don't know if you can see there's a seam down the front because the pieces of this cloth that I had were too narrow to make an actual pair of leggings. I mean, the way I make the leggings is the cheating style. It's just one big piece for the front and back on each side that wraps around the leg instead of having a seam on the outside. But since leggings with weird seams are kind of trendy now, I figured I could get away with that. Although it kind of also gets lost in the print. So I've been sewing, and I intend to continue sewing. And I also hope to either go through my clothes and see if I have something that will fit her, or make something for her, because I obviously have things the right size. And I will probably touch her paint up a bit, because on the one hand I do love a nice clean vintage paint job, but this is a little too, it's not perfect. And it's a little vacant. And I will see if I have any shoes that fit her. She actually feels like her arms and legs at least are fairly nice vinyl. I think her body is. No, her body's vinyl too. Okay, so she's a vinyl doll. She's fairly nice, fairly high quality for a small American company. Although I believe she was produced in Hong Kong. All the boxes say. So I'll see if I have clothes for her. I actually do it now, and I'll finish the video with it. Hold on. So, I mean, I probably can fix her original dress. I mean, I could definitely stitch it back together, and I could probably get the stains out, but I don't know if I will. So, here is Tan Line Crystal in her first change of clothes since 1985. I said I was just, I started with my MSD stuff. It was too big. She's 14 inches. So I went to my stretchy Barbie stuff. I got this is a Barbie skirt and Ken clothes and Hujo shoes from Mimi Woo, which I don't think they have them anymore. So she will probably get better in the future, but for now this is better than she had. And eventually I will start taking pictures and posting pictures again. But like I said, with Halloween and the birthday and the doctor's appointments and the sick, he's better now. It's been weird. So we'll continue being weird together, right? Bye.